Snyder, Special Championship Wrestling reporter, telling you about the big card coming up at the Chicago Amphitheater Saturday, November 2nd, 8:30 in the evening. It's going to be an exciting card. Matches are being signed for it now. And on that card, a tag team match that you've all been looking for in Chicagoland for a long time, Henning and Race against Dick the Bruiser and his cousin, the Crusher. Now, before we say any more about this card or that match, I would like to remind you, of course, where you can get your advance ticket sales for Chicago area professional wrestling at all of the Chicago area ward stores, Morris Men's Shop on South Halsted, or Ticket Central at 212 Michigan. And, of course, you can get mail orders, Post Office Box 1262, Chicago, Illinois, 06909. Now, don't forget to get your mail orders in as promptly as possible. It's 24-hour mail service as soon as your order is received. The tickets will be back in the mail back to you. And, of course, you can pick up your own tickets and select them personally by going to any Chicago area ward store, Morris Men's Shop, or Ticket Central. Now, to get back to this card, the one match that has been signed, Henning and Race against the Dick the Bruiser and his cousin, the Crusher. And I've asked one of the finest wrestlers in the business today, that is Wilbur Snyder, to come in here and tell us a little bit about this, Wilbur.
Thank you very much, Bob. I just happened to be around in the studio at this particular time. I wasn't on this card and not on the next one, but I'm due to other commitments, and I would just like to explain a little bit about the reason that this match has been signed, Crusher and Bruiser against Henning and Race. I think everybody's seen the match, which would have been last night, knows how they actually literally had to carry the little midget out of that ring, and I think that it's kind of got to all the fans a little bit, and it was last night that they got a hold of the Crusher and Bob Luce. I'm talking of promoter matchmaker Bob Luce, and this match was made last night. Bruiser and Crusher consented to wrestling Henning and Race on this next card, which the date
will be November 2nd, Saturday.
Right. So that's the way this came about, and unfortunately he hasn't had time to put any of the other matches together yet. But again, I say the way that the Henning and Race, it was kind of distasteful, in fact, and again, this is the way it came about, and this will be one of the main events on that next November card.
Well, Wilbur, thank you so much for coming in and explaining it to us, because we were at a little bit of a loss after last night, wondering exactly what had happened here.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Wilbur Snyder. Now, let's get back to the action in the ring.